Praise Lord, children. This is Hepzibah. Today's story is God is Love, is written upon all He has made. Have you ever been in a very dark place? No light anywhere. That is just what it was like when God began to create our world. God looked at the dark, watery space. It was time to put His plans for earth into motion. Then God said, "Let there be light." And suddenly there was a bright light. God separated the light from the darkness. He called the light the day and the darkness night. This was the first day of creation. God looked around. Water covered everything. He spoke, and the water divided, forming the sky. This was the second day of creation. God looked at all the watery world. He said, "Let the water under the sky be separated, and let dry ground appear." As he spoke, God called the waters seas and the dry ground land. God looked at the land, the seas, and he saw that it was good. Then God said, "Let the land produce vegetation, seeds bearing plants and trees on the land that bear fruit with seeds in it, according to their various kinds." And it was so. And God looked at the plants and the trees and saw that it was good. This was the third day of creation. God looked up at the sky. "Let there be lights in the heavens to separate the day and the night," he said. "They will light the earth and make seasons, days, and years." God made two great lights. The sun was the brighter light, shine during the day. The moon was the weaker light, to shine at night. God also made the stars. He looked at the sun, the moon, and the stars, and saw that it was good. This was the fourth day of creation. God said, "Let the seas and the rivers be filled with living creatures. Let birds fill the air with their songs." God looked at all the creatures that lived in the water. He watched the birds. "That's good," he said. God blessed them and said, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the seas, the rivers, and the sky." This was the fifth day of creation. God said, "Let the land produce living creatures, livestock, creatures that move along the ground, and animals." God looked at them and saw that they were good. Then God said, Let us make people in our image. They will rule over the fish of the sea, the birds, the livestock, the animals that creep on the ground, and all living things. God created man and woman. God blessed them, saying, "Be fruitful and increase in number. Fill the earth and rule over it. I gave you all the seed-bearing plants and fruits of the trees for food. I gave every creature, every green plant for food." God looked at everything He made, and it was very good. This was the sixth day of creation. God made the world in 6 days. And on the seventh day, God ended His work that He had made and rested. And He blessed the seventh day and sanctified it. This week's memory verse, Genesis 1st chapter, 1st verse.